Hi everyone. So I am, for those of you that don't know, I am one of two of your admin, Queen Adrienne Monroe, and I had a few moments in my day. I don't know how the rest of my schedule is going to go, so I figured I could come on here for as long as I could and talk to those of you that are struggling with the curly girl method or struggling within the group. You guys, I want to speak specifically to those that are suffering right now, the ones that are going through it. So if you're in this group, and this is a very interactive live, by the way, so definitely comment below if you share any of these views or if what I'm going to tell you appeals to you, okay? This is definitely the purpose of this live. I just want to hear from you guys, okay? So please don't be shy. Just comment below. So I am an admin here. I am one of two admin, like I said, Queen Adrienne Monroe, and I am a curly hair educator. So my whole purpose, literally, I assigned myself a whole job. I created a business out of it, is teaching people how to master the curly girl method. So that's the purpose of this group. We give you all the free information to help you stop those dangerous habits, or harmful habits, I should say, so that you can have beautiful looking hair by the end of it. So whenever my business is called Red Carpet Curls. That's also the Facebook group and all of that. So my brand, Red Carpet Curls, just focuses on giving you one promise. I can't promise you different curls by the end of your journey. I can't promise you a different texture if you weren't born with it. I can't promise you that you're not going to get upset some days and frustrated while you try to figure things out. But one thing I can guarantee you, if you do follow the tips as I give them to you, if you do listen to the science that I give you behind trichology, the study of hair and scalp, I do guarantee you healthier hair by the end of your journey. So whether your journey is going to be 3 months, 6 months, a year, for me, the curly girl method is a lifetime journey. It just is. I don't know about anyone else, but I didn't come into the curly girl method looking to follow this for 3 to 6 months, see a little bit of progress, and then be like, okay, we're going back to straightening, we're going back to all these things. That wasn't my plan. And I really, really hope it wasn't yours either, although I have heard that. So please don't let that be your plan. The curly girl method is essentially just a method, a new way, a new approach to help you understand that naturally textured hair, so all hair that has some kind of texture, whether that be wavy, curly, or coily, all naturally textured hair is different structurally and in needs compared to straight hair. Okay, that's why we need a separate method. It's not because people want to make money off of you. It's not because people want to lie to you or anything like that. It's because every single human being is different. Yes, we all share one race. Yes, we are all human beings. But as we can see from the world, we are all different in our own ways. So obviously there's no one size fit all for anything, whether that be clothing, whether that be personalities, whether that be finding a date, because Lord knows there ain't no one fit all for that. Lord knows I've seen it. But especially with your hair, there is no one product fixes all. This product is going to work for every single curl type. That's not why products are formulated. So products are formulated because founders understand that within the market for the longest time, the companies that were out there weren't a lot of big natural hair companies. We focused on the European version of what we consider beautiful, which is straight hair, right? That's what was considered presentable, and many times here in America, that is what's considered professional. Now, these are all very ignorant labels to put on hair. Hair is hair. You have hair on your head that's unique to yourself. So you need to make decisions for your hair based on your unique goals and what you're willing to do. So that's why I always tell people the curly girl method is going to look very different for many different people. For me, it includes shampoo. For the founder of the curly girl method, Lorraine Massey, hers doesn't involve shampoo. But yet we still follow the curly girl method. That's because there's variations to the method, okay? There's variations to this. That is why it looks so different for everyone. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull up the live on my iPad just because, unfortunately, I don't know why, but whenever I do lives on here, I don't see any of the comments. When they do pop out, they only pop out on my iPad. It's so weird. But yes, like I was saying, there's different modifications you can make to the curly girl method. Now, one thing to understand about social media, and I feel like maybe this is why a lot of misinformation goes around. Science is not a science. Hair is not a science that has been studied as extensively as other sciences. So the body, NASA, so many other things to study. Now, I'm a firm believer in you should have knowledge about everything. You should be striving to learn something new every day, whether that be about your hair, your skin, whatever. Because when I started the curly girl method, everything I learned about my hair, I applied it to my skin. I had really, really bad cystic prone acne, and applying the curly girl method to my skin actually helped me. So it's like I said, you learn little things here and there and you apply them in other places and it changes your life. That is why we tell you the curly girl method changes your life. We don't tell you it changes your life because when you decide you're going to do the curly girl method, 2 days later, 2 weeks later, you're going to wake up with bomb curls. No, you're not. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I don't wake up with bomb curls. I use satin pillowcases. I use a satin bonnet, satin scrunchies, and all of that. And I still wake up with crazy looking hair. And why is that? Because I'm human. Hair is not meant to, I don't care what the 50s told you. I don't care how much hairspray our mamas, our grandmamas used. We are not meant to be putting that much product into our hair. That is what ruins our hair. Along with not knowing the science behind your hair, dangerous practices, harmful practices, and ineffective practices like product application and stuff is what damages curly hair. So with the Facebook groups, I'm constantly trying to connect with people, especially on here, because there's so many people on here and there's so many people joining constantly. It's very difficult to get to connect with you guys, and I don't mean it in a complaining way. I'm just a little bit disappointed. I loved being admin because when we were smaller, I was able to connect with so many more of you so quickly. So we would take it to my DMs and I would be like, girl, don't cry, like don't worry. If you did that avocado mask, I know exactly what's gonna get all that avocado out of your head. If you use sulfates and silicones and you didn't know, don't worry, I got you. You don't need to use sulfates again to remove all of that. That's what I'm here for. I want to be your curly hair best friend. That's why I started Red Carpet Curls. That's why when Barbara asked me to come back here and admin over 2 years ago, I agreed. It's because my passion, my joy comes from connecting with you on your journey. Not just, oh, your hair looks incredible. Thank you. But can I get to know you? Let's look at your hair. Let me gas you up. Let me tell you, your hair looks amazing. Your skin looks amazing. If you're not feeling that great, tell me. And I can help you fix whatever is going on in your routine. I listen, I know the bigger Facebook groups get, we can't control everyone. We can't control what people say. We can't control some people's ignorant thinking and labels and indoctrinated ideologies. We can't control that. My mama taught me all I can do is control my own actions and my own words. And then just take what I know and help other people with it. Unfortunately, within the Facebook group, there's a lot of people that come on for negativity only. And it's because I understand in a way, in a logical way, not in a regular way. But, you're home, you're in quarantine, politics and all that's really nerve-wracking right now, and curly hair is the only place where you can go to feel better or maybe vent your frustration. Who knows? But this is not a place to vent your frustration in a negative way. My mom always taught me, there's always a more appropriate and there's always a nicer way to put together your grievances. So when we see posts in the approval thing, like, I can't stand these admins, you guys are so racist, you allow this but that, and you don't let this, and it's like, whoa. You got to understand, as admin with over 1,000 posts happening every day, I can guarantee you I didn't see the post that you're talking about that was racist. And had I done that, had I seen that, I guarantee you it wouldn't have been allowed. The admin in this group, Barbara and myself, Adrian, we are women of color. We are Latina. We don't allow racism in this group. Now, if you see it, we greatly appreciate when you report it to us, when you tag us. That's helping us because we get rid of those people very quick. But unfortunately, a lot of that negativity has stolen the spotlight. It's like, oh, this group is the drama group. This is where you go to start fights and get race. No, this is not the place for that. This is not Washington, D.C. We are not doing that. There is an appropriate way to have a discourse with somebody, which is, listen, I respect your opinion, but I am just coming in here to tell you, based on trichology, the science of hair and scalp, that is not possible with your hair. You're possibly having the frizz issues because you needed to clarify, or you're probably having these issues because low porosity is known to really seal the cuticle too strongly, and moisture can't get in. So, that's a proper discourse back and forth. Or when someone posts, I don't know what to do, I feel horrible about this and that, you shouldn't jump on a post to make someone feel worse. Listen, I'm one of those people. When I feel bad, my parents taught me, don't share it with the world. Don't share it with social media, because there are people in this world that jump so quickly to see you down and want to just to make themselves feel better. And that's not right. So you don't have to feed into that. Just, if you're having a rough day with the curly girl method, know that so many of us are with you. I didn't wake up with my hair looking this decently. I had to use steam. I don't wake up feeling completely comfortable with myself every day. Anyone who tells you I have no insecurities, no nothing, I know I'm perfect, I know everything, that's not someone you should be taking your advice from. I'm just going to be really honest with you. A real educator, a real expert, many influencers, I've come across many influencers that are so brilliant. Oh my God. Like, I have a few just on my Instagram alone that I cherish the time that they give to me in DMs to go back and forth and discuss, well, what do you think about this topic? Maybe we should work together on this topic. That's what the world is supposed to be, collaborative, for the right reason, bringing positivity out of something negative. I don't understand the negativity. I don't. So because that's such a difficult part of social media, I did want to come up with a way, two specific ways to connect with you a little bit deeper, as well as support my business, because this is a small business, Red Carpet Curls. I am my own brand. My brand is my brain. I understand trichology. I teach it to you so that you can master the curly girl method. Now, on social media, there's only so much I can do. If I do a live session at this time, many people are working and they didn't get to see it. They feel like they didn't get to ask questions, and they don't ask the questions later. They don't reach out to me later. And then we get a whole bunch of posts and we see people frustrated and crying about how the method doesn't work for them and how they didn't get any help and this and that. While the group is a resource, please look through albums, okay? Please look through files. I'm slowly updating those as well. I always offer you my website that I'm writing down right here for you. Hold on. My website is a Curly Girl Method education website. So I have a whole bunch of blog posts and videos on my YouTube channel. I just started a podcast that's also available on the website. So there's so many free resources that we've put together for you guys. So I just put it, redcarpetcurls.com. That is my website, okay? You can reach out to me here anytime. Like, I mean this, anytime. You can leave me an email. You can message me. Whatever you need to do. If you are struggling on your curly girl method journey, I don't even want you to hesitate. If you have a single question, well, I'm not really too sure on protein versus moisture, then you message me. It's that simple. You message me. I am here to serve you. I am here to help you gain the confidence that you need to know that you got this. Your hair, you don't need to worry. You know the right facts to take care of them. So because I can only offer you so much on social media for free, I do have to support myself and my family and, keep my apartment. So I was thinking of putting together a one-on-one consulting service where you come to me, we schedule a time where we meet, whether that be weekly, monthly, whatever the package is that works best for you. And I schedule out that time for you, and that time is only me and you. It is not me focusing on social media and answering questions while you ask me questions. It is, okay, I am here. Do you want me on a Skype call? Do you want me on a live? Do you want me on a phone call, like phone to phone? Or do you want an email exchange? whichever, or we can combine methods if that makes you feel better. I want you to understand that this one-on-one consulting service is for the people who want to invest in themselves as well as in me. If you invest the money of consulting with me first before you buy any products, before you start following different routines and stuff, I promise you're not going to turn into a product junkie, because you're going to realize there's certain ingredients that your specific hair likes, that your hair responds well to. Not an influencer that told you this is going to be the product to change your life. This is going to be it. This is what works well for me. Influencers, they are here to help guide you. So they show you their own hair. Their hair is their product. It's their testimonial to show you that their tips actually work. But influencers, for some reason, I'm not understanding, especially on social media, they get discredited a lot. Yes, not every influencer out there is preaching the right thing. Unfortunately, they're like anything. There's always bad apples here and there in any field. There's always people trying to sell you snake oil. There's always people trying to make a buck off people. That's anywhere. But that doesn't mean all influencers, all educators should be discredited. That's not right. That's like saying, I don't like my mama, so I don't like any mamas. It's like, what did her mama do to you? You can't walk around with that kind of mentality. So I'm not trying to sell you guys anything, because I don't have anything to sell you. I'm looking for feedback at this point. So that's why I'm having this live. I want you guys to message below. Would you be interested in a one-on-one consulting service? Would that be beneficial? Would that be helpful for your specific journey, no matter where you are? I just had someone come into my DMs 2 days ago and tell me, thank you so much for doing your open Q&As on Instagram. Your responses have helped me so much. I'm so happy that I found you. I had never heard about you before, not in a disrespectful way, but I've been doing curly girl method for 3 years, and I've still haven't found a routine that works for me. And all I wanted to do was go through those DMs and hug her like, honey, what is going on? What were you following? What's going on? Talk to me so that I can get you on the right track, and you can see those curls popping, and you can have that confidence coming back to you. Because a lot of us, unfortunately, we make the mistake of, we go on YouTube, we do all our research on YouTube when we find out about the curly girl method, and we see these influencers with amazing hair who know the science, who knows what works for their hair, and we take that as, oh, if we just follow their routine, then I'm gonna get the same results. And unfortunately, that's not how it works. You have to, there's no way around it. You have to invest the time before you get started to learning the right information, so that you don't have to spend time unlearning the wrong things later, so that you don't use your hair as a guinea pig in the wrong ways, using products that shouldn't be applied to your hair. I want to teach you all the everything that's in my brain. I tell people, if you consult with me, if you take my online class of whatever that I'm going to be putting together in the next few weeks, my only guarantee to you, my only one, is that you are going to learn trichology, the science of hair and scalp. That's going to help you grow the confidence to master the curly girl method. Understand what aspects of the curly girl method work for you and which ones don't. So for example, with my fine hair, right, my fine density hair texture, I can't use very heavy products constantly. That doesn't work for me. I can't use massive amounts of products because that doesn't work. I know if I'm looking for volume, I need to style on damp hair, because damp hair equals volume. I know if I'm looking for volume at my roots, I know a scalp massage with my fingers like that, or a scalp brush somehow is going to give me more volume. These are tips that are shared by influencers, but they need to be applied to specific groups. So for example, if you have wavy or curly hair, you can scrunch. That's going to encourage curl definition. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. It's going to encourage your definition for more uniformity, right? Now, if you have a thicker and coarser hair type, if you have a curl pattern of 3B, 3C, and 4A and on, you might not do well with scrunching, because scrunching is going to cause shrinkage. Shrinkage, essentially, as your hair gets healthier, it starts to shrink. Instead of your hair length being down here, if your curls are healthy, boop, your curls are up here, and you pull them down. That's shrinkage. And scrunching for the tighter curl patterns is not a good idea because it's going to cause you too much shrinkage. That's not your desired result. To elongate your curl, you're going to have to do praying hands motion. You're going to have to do those kind of things, raking your product in as opposed to scrunching, stuff like that. So these are tips that when you throw them out there like that without understanding your hair type and stuff, they seem helpful at first, but then when they're not applied properly, then that's how you start blaming influencers. That's how you start blaming products. When in actuality, it's not meant as a disrespect. The problem was you. You didn't educate yourself correctly on how to use this product, or even you didn't give yourself enough time with this product to really truly understand if it worked or not. You can't use a product 1 or 2 times in your journey at all. In a whole year, if I use a product once, I can't say that product didn't work for me. It's trash. Everyone says it's trash, so it's trash. You want to know why I can't say that? Because the humidity was a factor that day. My environment was a factor that day. My product application was a factor that day. It doesn't matter what day it was. How much product I applied. There's many factors that go into styling on different days. The funny thing about curly hair, it's a gift and a curse. You can't repeat the same result every single day. That's not curly hair. Curly hair was placed on your head to show you that you cannot control everything in life. And you need to be able to embrace who you are and what God gave you to work with. We have this culture now because of social media where we compare ourselves constantly. If we don't have the perfect curls, I'm not putting that on Instagram. No. How is anyone going to take my advice if my hair is crazy? How is anyone going to believe I know my stuff if I have pimples, if I have this? You want to know why they should believe you? Not everyone will, because like I said, there's always people trying to sell you snake oil. But real people understand that your hair doesn't look perfect every second. Real people understand that it's stressful times, that there's different factors, your health, your environment, your stress levels. So anyone online that wants to just judge you off the bat, you're not a hairstylist, so I don't need to listen to you. You're not this, you're not that. All I ever tell people is you're right. You don't have to listen to me. Have a great day. And that is it. And for the people who are my tribe, who do hear me, who do agree with me, who do understand me, I love you and I want to give you my full attention. You are who deserves my knowledge, my attention, my energy, because you remind me of why I got into this. It wasn't just because I was losing my hair because I was sick with liver issues. It was because when I was at my loneliest, my most insecure, this is the community that accepted me, that embraced me, that loved me, that told me what my family and friends didn't, that I was smart, that I was pretty. Hearing I was pretty, like me, with my curly hair, with my, my skin issues and stuff, me, like that's the kind of love that needs to be paid forward. That's what we need to be sharing. So when I come on this page and I see so much negativity, I really want you guys to know that's not the admin stance. Please understand, as human beings, we don't support the current climate of racism and discrimination and comparing culture and all of this stuff. That is not what the curly girl method is supposed to be about. Anyone who tells you curly girl method is just perfect curls constantly and that sort of feeding into elitism, that's not the curly girl method. That's just someone trying to get famous. That's just someone trying to get free products. That's just someone who's feeling badly about themselves and coming online in front of a camera and, making fun of other people that makes them feel better. Honestly, you shouldn't hate people like that. You should just feel sorry for them. That is a person in pain, and they're in so much pain that they don't know how to handle that they try to hurt other people. A healed soul, a healing soul doesn't feed into that. So... oh, snap, there's comments. I'm so sorry. There's comments and I didn't know. I'm sorry. Sarah Joy Porter, still new to Curly Girl Method. We'll be checking out your website today for sure. Yay. I'm doing okay. And then I got pregnant and my hair's not taking it well. Ooh, Sarah, first of all, congrats. You're having a quarantine baby. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. Pregnancy wreaks havoc on the hair. You're either one of those people that all of a sudden this baby's giving you life and your hair's growing like crazy, your skin's clear, you're glowing. You're one of those, I call it fabled Amazons. I know that they say there's people that pregnancy doesn't really affect them too badly. They get better. I call lie. I am not one of those people. I know whenever I have kids, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna almost kill me and stuff. So the only thing I'm gonna tell you, Sarah, is just your hormones are going crazy right now. So you gotta take it as your baby's taking all the good hormones for itself, which is good because it's gonna make a healthy baby. It's gonna be a cute little thing. But for right now, trust me, I know you're looking at your hair like, child, if you don't come out this stomach right now so I could get my hair back, because that's how I would be. The only thing you should be doing right now, continue to take your prenatal vitamins. That's so important, not only for the baby, but for your hair. Okay, that's going to get your hair growing. I'm going to say do scalp massages every single day. Okay, Sarah? So, I actually have oils right here. I'm like the oil lady. I don't know. I have an obsession with oils. It's like wild. So I have righteous roots right here. Righteous Roots is a fantastic oil to do scalp massages with. This oil is anti-frizz. It's a hair growth oil as well as a hair thickener, because there's some oils that it contains in here, like Jamaican black castor oil, that are known to make your hair grow thick. As well as I have the Eco Slay Moonshine. This one's okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I like this more as a skin moisturizer than I do a hair oil. My all-time favorite hair oil to do scalp massages is That's That Magic. I'm not playing with you. I'm a That's That Magic ambassador. That I ran through so many bottles when this woman started her company almost 2 years ago. And girl, my God, my hair has been growing like weeds. Like I don't play. I use this for my skin. So I make a, girl, let me tell you, I make a brown sugar and That's That Magic scrub for your skin. Look at my skin. I had really, really bad cystic acne all over my face, and it's smooth. Look at that. I'm just getting rid of acne scars now. Like, so definitely do oil. You need it, hair and skin. Okay, so do scalp massages every single day. You can break them up 2 scalp massages every single day for 5 minutes each, in the morning and in the night. That's gonna get your scalp where it needs to be. So the blood's going to be circulating to your scalp more quickly, and that's going to feed more oxygen and hair and nutrients to your hair follicles to encourage more hair growth. Okay. I would also say keep deep conditioning every single week. Try to finger coil when you do that if you find the strength for it. If not, that's totally okay. But for now, just keep the basics. Deep condition. Okay. And just take those prenatal vitamins. Do your scalp massages. You want to do bare minimum basics right now while you cook that little baby inside, so that your hair is in a stable place to start caring for it later once you give birth to the baby. Okay, so trust me, I will try to put together some tips. My fellow admin Barbara, she had 2 children. She can talk to you way more extensively about it. I've never had kids. I'm sorry. I'm terrified of kids. I grew up in a big Latino family, and aunts and uncles were just extra babysitters and stuff. So kids are not my bag right now. Red carpet curls, my business, is my baby. Right now, my focus is just my passion on helping you guys with your curly hair. So that's enough for me right now. But I really hope that helps, Sarah. Michelle, you're so kind. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I think I'll try CGM. I've had issues with my hair not curling well postpartum, but I'd like to get it back. Postpartum's another one. Oh my goodness. Your hormones are going so crazy. That's actually what kind of assists your hair in falling out and getting thinner and stuff like that. So while it's the same thing with Sarah, while your hormones are getting on track, don't skip your deep conditioners. Try to have some amino acids in your deep conditioner. That's going to help extensively as well. Scalp massages, don't miss out on scalp massages. And since you've already had the baby and until your hormones get regulated again, I would definitely recommend finger coiling. Finger coiling is what's going to help train your curl once more on how to properly curl. Okay. Let's see. I like your vibe, girl. Curly hair stick together. Yes, curly hair always has to stick together. We've lived in a world for the longest time before curly hair became profitable. It was looked down upon. It was discouraged for anyone to truly accept their natural texture and their natural selves. I don't know what it is about society, but if you tell society, I love myself, I don't need makeup, I don't need all these other things to make myself feel pretty, it's like society is like, how dare you? How dare you? Do you not see your flaws? Do you not see your skin? Do you not see your hair doesn't look like that influencer? I'm not that influencer. I'm me. I'm a normal woman with a family and a job. Okay, I love you. Oh, thank you, Shayla. I love you. I love you all. Natalie. So I have low porosity hair and my hair has been so dry lately and IDK why. Also, can you talk about CG and hair fallout? IDK if my hair fallout is normal. Okay, so Natalie. Low porosity hair, this is the most common issue. Your issue is that low porosity essentially means your cuticle layer, the outermost layer of your hair known as the cuticle, it has scales, right? It looks like shingles on a roof and stuff like that. Now, the shingles, like I like to say, the scales on your cuticle, they're supposed to rise and close. Rise and close, right? Closing is to seal in the moisture. Nothing's getting in or out, as you can see, nothing. And then when it opens, it's to release, to allow moisture to come in, okay? So that is low porosity hair. Now, low porosity's issue is that your cuticle layer is, it's like the dang Terminator, my Lord. Your cuticle layer, the scales seal like this. They are not budging. It's like, So what happens if there's like a wall right here, right? Is there any moisture getting in? If I put water like this, is any of that water gonna get in? No. Because it's like that. I need for the scale to do and release so that the water could go straight in. That's the problem with low porosity hair. Naturally, the scales will not lift. That is why you come across so much product buildup. It'll just sit on top of your hair instead of penetrating, and your hair just keeps getting drier and drier. Essentially, your own cuticle layer is sealing in dry hair. And the only way to correct this, my God, I feel like my glasses keep coming all the way down. The only way to correct this issue with low porosity hair is to use some kind of indirect heat. So for example, I have my box right here. Hold on. I have not taken it out the box yet because I am doing an unboxing for my YouTube channel. But this, oh my God, that's my address. This box right here is my Q Redo hair steamer. So the hair steamer is exactly what it implies, okay? It's a device that's going to put steam through my hair, and the indirect heat, the water vapor itself, is going to basically be the snake charmer. It's going to carefully lift the scales so that any newfound moisture can come in. That's why I tell low porosity specifically, you must have some kind of indirect heat, whether that may be a hair steamer. Please don't use a clothing steamer. I go through this every single time. I never recommend the use of clothing steamers on your hair. I know you will find some influencers that show you how to do this, and they say it's for just a now kind of thing. I don't even recommend it for a right now kind of thing. The reason I use the Q Redo hair steamer is because it is one continuous temperature. It does not change, and as long as you carefully move it around like the instructions say, you are not going to burn or damage your hair and scalp. A clothing steamer who can reach very high levels will damage your hair and scalp if you don't use them appropriately, okay? Now, if you can't afford a hair steamer, it's like, girl, I don't got that kind of money. I'm not trying to invest $79 in a hair steamer. I got you. For $30, there are microwavable caps that you can, deep conditioning caps that you can put in the microwave for 30 to 45 seconds and then put it on your head. That heat is also indirect, and it's going to help open those scales on your cuticle to allow moisture to come in, okay? You need to be doing this with your deep conditioning, because right now what's happening with low porosity hair, the warm water is not enough to open the scales on your cuticle. It's just not. So you need the indirect heat. So I would go ahead, I would clarify. I always start any of my wash days, even though I'm high porosity, it works for low porosity too. I start my wash day with steam. Steam hydrates the hair, and that releases the tangles in your hair, so it detangles your hair before you ever step into the shower. And when you do step into the shower, the scales on the cuticle are already lifted, so it's going to take in more water. It's going to take in more of the shampoo so you can properly clarify. It's going to take in, finally, your deep conditioner, because right now your deep conditioner for low porosity hair is just sitting right on top. It's not penetrating. It's not helping you. So you need some kind of indirect heat. Now, if you can't afford the hair steamer or the deep conditioning cap, that's totally okay. The old school way is to take a plastic shopping bag. It's called the baggy method. You apply the deep conditioner to your hair and you put a shopping bag around your hair. You tie it, you leave it on anywhere from 15 minutes. That's the minimum. To deep condition, you need at least 15 minutes. That's the minimum time that a product takes to penetrate the hair fully. Up to 30 minutes max. Scientifically, you do not get any more benefit from deep conditioning more than 25 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes max is your hair's going to get everything it needs, and then after 30 minutes it's like done. Now you just have product sitting in your hair for no reason. It's not adding any extra benefit. So 15 to 30 minutes when you deep condition, and you must have some kind of indirect heat, even if it's trapping the heat that your scalp naturally produces with a baggy method, like I said, okay? Now, CG and hair fallout, hair loss, that is very common, ridiculously common. And once I take a sip of this water, I'll tell you why. Drink your water, ladies. Drink your water. That's also going to help your hair growth. So, hair loss. So, like I said, the original curly girl method, as introduced to the masses by Lorraine Massey over 15 years ago, she was a big believer, and she still is, in the no poo method, meaning no shampoo. You only use a conditioner to wash your hair. Here's the problem with that. She suggests using acidic rinses, like apple cider vinegar rinses or lemon rinses. Now, if you don't know how to properly dilute the apple cider vinegar, you will damage your hair. It's a fact. Apple cider vinegar, it is an acid. That is why she tells you to use it, because the acid is going to cut through your buildup. But if you're putting pure undiluted, meaning without water, lots and lots of water, pure undiluted apple cider vinegar on your head will burn your hair and scalp. That's just how it works, okay? Now, unfortunately, not everyone found their perfect ACV or lemon rinse mixture. For some people, it didn't clarify enough. For other people, it didn't, it dried their hair out too much. So that is an issue. If you're not getting proper clarification once a month, all of this conditioner is going to continue to build up. Why? Conditioners are positively charged. They are made with cationic surfactants. If you don't know what a cationic surfactant is, it's a positively charged surfactant, detergent, cleanser, that is attracted to negatively charged hair. Opposites attract, right? Now, the way conditioners work, they create an invisible, flexible film, okay? Like a seal around each individual hair strand. Now, every time you co-wash, every time you wash your hair with a conditioner, you're not clarifying. You're just gently cleansing, because co-washing focuses more on moisture than it does clarifying your hair, because Lorraine Massey intended the ACV and the lemon rinse to take the place of clarifying. Now, if you're not properly clarifying and you're only adding more conditioner, what happens? Your hair gets weighed down, and even worse, your hair follicles get clogged. If your hair follicles are clogged, you hinder your own hair growth, and not only that, you start to lose hair. You are not meant to co-wash exclusively. You are just not. That's not how shampoos were created in the 1930s, because we used regular soap bars and stuff like that on our hair. And because it didn't have the power to clarify, it left soap scum and all of that, right? Around the Middle Ages or so, there came a thought that equated cleanliness, external cleanliness, with purity. So all of a sudden, people are like, oh my God, we need to be clean, even our hair and this and that. That's when sulfates were created, around the 1930s, okay? They were created to combat the soap scum of the soap and any other things people were washing their hair with, all right? Now, for the longest time, before the 2000s, nothing really changed in the market, because sulfates were so strong, they were able to remove everything. The problem with naturally textured hair, who is by nature more dry than straight hair, that doesn't work for us. We need something more moisture based, but that doesn't mean that we get to skip clarifying altogether. That's not how it works. Your hair and your scalp needs to be clean in order to grow healthy hair. Now, if you're constantly co-washing, you don't use a scalp brush, you don't anything like that, it's just going to continue to build up. Okay, so you need to clarify whether that's an ACV rinse or a sulfate-free anionic surfactant. Okay, clarifying shampoos are only clarifying because they contain a subclass of surfactants called anionic surfactants. Anionic surfactants are the strongest detergents possible. They remove all buildup, including silicone buildup and sebum buildup. Sebum is the oil your scalp naturally produces. That was a lot. That was a lot of science. Anionic surfactants once a month, where they have the molecules have two ends, right? Water attracting and oil attracting. The clarifying shampoo, like the molecules, the oil attracting side attracts to the oil in your hair, right? Binds to it, and then the water attracting side of that molecule binds to the water of your shower and allows you to rinse out all that stuff. That's what an anionic surfactant, that's what a clarifying shampoo is supposed to do for you. Cationic surfactants, such as low poos, no poos, and co-washes, they don't have the power to clarify. They focus more on moisture building and surface level cleansing, not clarifying, okay? It's kind of like sweeping and mopping 1 or 2 times a week, but doing the deep, heavy clean on Saturdays. That's how you could tell I grew up in a Hispanic house. So that's essentially the issue. A lot of people are losing hair because they're not cleansing properly. They don't know the difference between clarifying and cleansing. Okay. And if you don't know the difference, let me know below. I do have my podcast episode from this week is literally episode number 5, the difference between clarifying and cleansing. Okay, so just let me know and I will put that link down below so that you can listen, whether that's on BuzzFeed or Spotify, wherever you take your podcasts. Okay, so Natalie, I really hope that helped. I would definitely start looking for a clarifying shampoo. I would also look for a scalp brush. You can find them for as low as $6 on Amazon. And really use a scalp brush when you clarify, just to remove any product buildup from your hair follicles and start encouraging your hair to start growing in properly again. Patty, does a food baby count? Girl, Patty, yo, you have me here like, wait, what is she talking about? I thought it said baby food, and I'm like, oh, chill, I don't know nothing about kids. You got me, Patty, stop it. All right, what's good for dry scalp? Honestly, I don't deep condition as I should. I know everyone/hair is different, but any good conditioners, recommendations for deep conditioners? Okay, so let me tell you. I am a huge fan of deep conditioning. Now, that doesn't mean I like to deep condition every single week. I don't, because I get lazy just like everybody else. But my best recommendation for a deep conditioner is the Aladia Hair Care Nourish and Hydrate Deep Conditioning Mask. Wow. Listen, I've tried so many products in my last almost 4 years, and my God, this is till this day my favorite deep conditioner. You want to know why? It contains honey. Honey is a natural humectant. If you don't know what a humectant is an ingredient that looks for moisture, humidity in your environment, and literally pulls it into your hair and seals it in, okay? Honey is going to leave your hair so ridiculously moisturized. Like, honey, I'm not even playing with you. I use honey for my skin. I use honey for my hair. Like, I mean this. Every tip I'm giving you is because I do it as well. That's how I know they work. So this deep conditioner, if you don't like DIYs and stuff like that, this deep conditioner already contains the honey. I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd ingredient. So the first 5 ingredients on any label is what 80% of your product is made of. That's what you're mainly paying for. That's how you can tell the difference between a good product and good marketing. So if it's within the first 5 ingredients, that's how you know what majority of the product is made of. So this deep conditioner, the Aladia Hair Care Nourish and Hydrate Deep Conditioning Mask, it contains honey, and it also contains silk amino acids. So amino acids are the smallest type of protein and the most gentle. It is what your hair and your body are made of. So you need amino acids to make up your tissues and your hair as well, okay? So when you give your hair more amino acids, they are small enough to penetrate to the deepest layer of your hair, known as the cortex of your hair, and start fixing the structure within. So it starts strengthening the hair from within, which gives you more curl. And then, of course, amino acids also increase your moisture retention levels. If it's fixing the holes in your hair, then that means your hair can now hold more moisture. So this deep conditioner contains silk amino acids. It contains honey as well as avocado oil, which is known to be a fantastically light oil for your hair. Okay, so that's my best deep conditioner recommendation. A few others, the Be My Curl Seal the Deal Mask. Wow, it is gonna, trust me, it's gonna give you the moisture you're looking for. Carmela Marie has a deep conditioner as well that contains honey and hibiscus, which is Born Beautiful Naturals. Has an amazing, it's a UK brand. So if anyone here's from the UK, Born Beautiful Naturals is a UK brand. So you can get the products without insane shipping. They have a fantastic deep conditioner. It's really thick and I love it. Inasi Naturals has one of my favorites, the Mango Hemp Restorative Deep Conditioner. I love Inasi Naturals, and I'm actually going to have the founder of Inasi Naturals on my podcast at the end of the month. So because she is a chemist, she understands trichology and she teaches it herself. Trust me, her products they're a staple of mine. I don't go anywhere without my Inasi Natural stash. I just don't. So I hope that was helpful. Maya, I love your live. Seriously, you're the best. Thank you so much, Maya. It's like I said, I know there's a lot of negativity that shows in this group and stuff, but the admins don't share this view. We don't. All we want to do, it's because we love curly hair so much that we want to help you guys. That's all. Scheduling lives though, they're kind of hard, so I try my best. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do more. I'm trying. It's just between the YouTube, the podcast, my website, my Facebook group, it's a lot. And now with the online coaching as well, it's a lot. Please link it. I would like to listen to it. Okay, no worries. I will definitely link that episode of the podcast for you. Natalie, thank you. You're welcome. And I realized my hair doesn't like coconut, so I try to stay away from it. You know, it's very funny. A lot of people say that their hair doesn't like coconut. And I'm very intrigued to see how many actually don't like coconut and how many have used the wrong kind of products or the wrong product application technique with that product, and it made them think that they don't like coconut. So I'm really intrigued because it's kind of like the protein sensitivity thing. There was a long time where most people thought they were protein sensitive, but it's actually such a rare thing that a lot of people found that they were just using the wrong kind of protein. You're supposed to be using hydrolyzed protein. You're not supposed to be using anything bigger like the Apogee treatments and stuff. They're too much. So I'm curious about that. How do you spell the name of that brand? So if you're asking for Aladia, here it is. Aladia. My iPad's being annoying. Hair care. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Faye. Hi, Faye. Are you the admin? Yes, I am one of 2 admin here. I love your shirt. Thank you. I am a very, very big Friends fan. It is one of my obsessions. So thank you very much. I have a bunch of Friends clothing. I'm a researcher in the beauty industry focused more on curly hair. Well, welcome, Faye. I would love to connect with you more. I am also, I'm not a researcher, but I am an educator. I do my own research, so I don't represent anybody. I just started my own brand for teaching about curly hair. I would love to collaborate on an educational live. Message me. We will make this happen, okay? I am always down to do lives with other people. It cuts down on the me talking constantly and boring people. And it's just more fun to share information one-on-one with people. So abso-flippin'-lutely. Just message me about that. If anyone has any other questions, like I'm wrapping up here, so definitely let me know below before I disappear. I will be putting the links and stuff to all of my links in the descriptions. So please, definitely, I don't know how else to stress it. I am your resource. Use me. Okay, utilize me. I am here to teach you. If you guys want, I can also put the flyer down below next Tuesday on my Instagram, Red Carpet Curls. I am starting a 5-part Instagram live series. The first one is going to be clarifying versus cleansing, and I have the amazing honor of doing this entire live with a fellow influencer. She's an influencer from the UK. Welshy Curly Girl, something like that. Welshy Curl Girl. Sash, don't get mad at me if you see this. You know it's very difficult for me to pronounce handles and stuff. You know, listen, I love you, and I will see you next Tuesday. So that live session actually is at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next Tuesday. Okay, so I will put that flyer down there below so you can absolutely save all your clarifying and cleansing questions for them, or you can just listen to my podcast now. That's amazing. Let's connect. Yeah, absolutely. Message me because I have horrible memory. Please, Faye, I have horrible memory and I don't want to forget because this is something fantastic. I'm not one to use a lot of products. I'm more of a conditioner girl. And I used this conditioner called Ren Pure Hydrating Conditioner Coconut Water, and it was good. And out of nowhere it just went downhill. Leaves my curls bump. Okay, Ren Pure is known to have drying alcohols in their products. So if you message me later and show me the ingredients, I can probably pinpoint for you what's causing you that reaction. Okay. Sorry for all my comments. What you mean sorry, girl? We on a live. That's what this is for. I want to connect. I want to hear from you guys. I listen, there's nothing that irks me more than people like, oh, well, I already asked her a question today. I guarantee you I don't remember what question you asked me because I have 10,000 other people asking me questions too. So ask your questions, girl. My dad taught me one thing when I was in school. He always told me, don't worry about how you look to other people when you're asking your question because you get your answer and nobody else will even remember it. You get the knowledge. They can go and haha, she didn't know that, whatever. But now that you know that piece of information, they might forget because they didn't really know. So don't ever worry about it. Ask me any and all questions. Jillian, I tried Olaplex. Olaplex number 3 is bomb. I haven't gotten to try Olaplex 0 yet. It's the only other CGM approved one in their line. So Olaplex 0 and number 3 are the only ones. I love Olaplex number 3 though. Fantastic. Lulu, how to control frizz. There's a couple ways to control frizz. So you want to use a sealant, okay? So one thing, when people scrunch out the crunch after their hair is dry, I see a lot of them just do like this and that's it. Try to put 3 or 4 drops of an oil in your hand first. Warm it up like that and then scrunch. That's going to seal your hair, okay? Oh, give me 1 second. I have to open the door. Un segundo. Yes, baby, I know. My dog, he wants to go out.
Go on.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, oil is going to be my first tip for that. Now, also for frizz is going to be your product application technique, okay? So, if you style on damp hair, understand you're going to have more frizz. Styling on damp hair is meant to create more volume. If you style on soaking wet hair with product like that focuses more on sealing and curl definition, okay? So that's going to get rid of frizz as well. Another cause for frizz is drying your hair too excessively with a microfiber towel. Instead, try to scrunch out any excess moisture once you finish styling with paper towels from your kitchen, okay? What I love about this tip is that it takes away the perfect amount of moisture from your hair without taking out too much, which helps save frizz, as well as you can, if you're worried about sustainability and stuff, you can let them dry out on a table, and then you can just use those on a counter for when you do your makeup and stuff to keep it clean. So trust me, amazing. Also, if you're having excessive frizz, a great rule of thumb is always try moisture first. So deep condition. Try it with heat, some kind of indirect heat, like I said, the Q Redo hair steamer, a microwavable cap, or even the baggy method. That's also going to help. If that doesn't help, then that means you probably need protein. So try to use hydrolyzed protein. Try to use stuff like amino acids or the protein filler drops that you could get from Sally's Beauty or Amazon. Okay, those are the best ways to fight frizz. And then if all else fails, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably time for a haircut. So when your hair grows out of its shape, when it grows like weeds, like most of us try to go for, when it doesn't have any volume at the top anymore, it's because you need a haircut. If you've done everything and you still have excessive frizz, it's because you need a haircut. You probably have split ends and breakage, stuff like that, that's getting in the way of allowing you to properly care for your hair. So I hope that were a few good examples for you, Lulu, on how to control frizz. If you need more help or specific examples, let me know in my DMs. Great, Jillian. What are your thoughts on Olaplex 0 and 3? Fantastic for 3. I haven't tried 0 yet. I will purchase it for my birthday in January, because your girl is paying bills and stuff and being responsible, so I can't buy every hair product off of that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try out 0, but 3 is phenomenal. My best tips for 3, I do have a YouTube tutorial available. If you do want to see the YouTube tutorial, please let me know. I do have that available. I'll link it below. Don't apply the Olaplex number 3 to your scalp or to your roots. That's not where it needs it. Focus on the ends and the mid lengths first. The purpose of Olaplex is to strengthen the disulfide bonds in your hair, the strongest bonds in your hair. So because this part of your scalp is healthy, you don't need it. You need to just focus. I'm going to say start right about here. Okay, you see where I'm starting? Right about there. All of this needs the Olaplex, not this. Okay? What is your podcast? My podcast is known as the Red Carpet Curls Podcast. I will link it below. I promise you, immediately after I finish this live. I am not going to leave you guys without links. That's not happening here. I want to make sure you guys have all the right information. And if you are a visual learner, on my YouTube channel, I have a ton of visual tutorials about how I apply my products to my hair. So if you have fine hair, if you have my kind of hair, 3A, 3B, if you have high porosity hair, definitely check me out. I have my God, I think I have over 50 something videos right now, and I'm still adding to it like every single week. Perfect. I'll do that. Ashley, any tips for dry or itchy scalp? Scalp massages every single day, with or without an oil. If you're going to do it without an oil, the reason you want to do a scalp massage is because you're taking your fingertips, not your nails, your fingertips, and you're slowly starting to massage like this, right? What this does right here is move your natural oils around your scalp. This is going to help you spread the sebum to your scalp. So if this side of your scalp produces too much oil and it feels very oily and weighed down, start doing scalp massages so that the oil can make its way over here to the dry, flaky area. Many times we have specific, as our scalp regulates, like oil production, because, you know, when you straighten your hair and all of that, you mess up your oil production because you're tricking your scalp. It's like, oh wait, it's really dry, produce more oil, but it's because you're doing damaging things. So as your levels kind of even out a little bit, the best thing you can do is scalp massages for that. If you also have a really itchy scalp due to over cleansing, don't cleanse more than once to twice a week, okay? And that's what a shampoo. Low poo, no poo, you need moisture in your scalp. Also, another, a lesser known cause of dry, itchy scalp is you're not drinking enough water. So you need to be drinking 8 glasses of water a day. That's bare minimum. Okay, I know it sounds really extensive. I know you see this is like my 2nd bottle today, which means I'm on my 3rd cup of water today, which is kind of slow. I need to pick it up a little. That's also a cause for dry, itchy scalp. Using a scalp scrubber is also going to help you exfoliate your scalp. Many times we think we have a lot of dandruff. It's actually dry or dead skin cells that when we scratch like that are coming out. So definitely get a scalp scrubber. But more than anything, I recommend aloe vera. And I don't mean buying it from a store. I mean go to your local supermarket, go to your produce section, and for $1 to $2, you're going to find a pure aloe vera gel leaf. You're going to cut this leaf up, scoop out the gel. You can put it in a blender if you want. Add a little bit of honey to it, raw honey. Please don't use regular honey. Regular honey is processed so much, all the good nutrients are taken out. So you either want raw honey or Manuka honey, even though Manuka honey is a bit expensive because I think it comes from Australia. So it's very pricey. But if you just use aloe vera alone, right? Take the aloe vera gel out, apply it to your scalp, massage it in, and apply it to the rest of your hair. Put a shower cap and leave that on anywhere to 30 minutes to an hour. I promise you that is going to get rid of your dry scalp because aloe vera is about 99.3% water based. Aloe vera juice, for example, absorbs 4 times quicker into the skin than actual water. So you might respond better with the aloe vera. As well, aloe vera contains over 75 nutrients that your hair follicle needs to grow hair properly. So it will encourage hair growth. It will moisturize and soften the hair. But most importantly, it contains amino acids. So while you are getting that moisture, you are repairing your hair as well. So please definitely try the aloe vera, try the scalp massages, the scalp scrubber. That's definitely going to help. Lulu, thank you. You're so helpful. You're welcome, Lulu. Natalie, what styler and leave-in do you recommend for low porosity hair? I've been using Kinky Curly. Oh my God, I've been dying for someone to ask me this question. Okay, hold up. Woo! All right, so there is a brand that I used to love. It was called Elaine Hair and Body, and they went out of business, right? You know, small businesses, is very hard to put together products and sustain yourself in a business. She went out of business. I was so sad about it. So I purchased her products in her going out of business sale. And I cried because I fell in love with them. They were that amazing. She creates products. There's only 2 lines she has: the low porosity hairline and the high porosity hairline. Dude, Felicia Lowe, the creator of this brand, Elaine Beauty, it's now called Elaine Beauty because she reformulated. She did a campaign, like kind of like a Kickstarter campaign, and she got the products back. Oh my God. And these are even better than the original line. So for low porosity hair, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I will always recommend the Elaine Beauty low porosity line. This one's the high porosity line. The blue label is low porosity. Trust me. She puts bentonite clay. She puts ingredients together for a really luxurious moisturizing low poo. Her deep conditioner mask, it has a little nozzle on it like this, so that if you struggle with dry scalp and itchy scalp, you use the flippin' nozzle to use the conditioner as a pre-poo. Like, come on. She worked out everything for us. So trust me, please, I am not playing around with you. Check out Elaine Beauty. You must, for both low porosity and high porosity. She believes creating these 2 lines gets rid of that product junkie phase. And it's true, because her leave-in and her hair moisturizer, when you use them together, the hair moisturizer contains flaxseed gel. So it's going to give you a medium hold. All you're going to need is her leave-in and this hair moisturizer, and my God. It's amazing. Elaine Beauty. I got a little too hype about that. Let's see. What else? You need to write a book. LOL. Oh, you know what's so funny? I actually started the outline for my book. That's actually really funny that you say that. I am outlining my own curly hair book. I'm not going to call it Curly Girl Method. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to call it Curly Girl Method. It's going to be something about curly hair, following guidelines from Modified CGM. So thank you for that. At least I know somebody will buy my book one day. I appreciate all the tips. What cut do you have? Is it Diva cut or Visos cut? Link all info you have for us, please. The Olaplex didn't do much for me. I didn't see any difference or felt a difference, so I took it back. Okay, so it depends where you purchased your Olaplex. Many people sell fake Olaplex. A few years ago, Revlon got sued by Olaplex for stealing the formula for Olaplex, as well as Costco got into a major lawsuit because my God, they started selling fake Olaplex. Either formulas that were not the real formula or expired formula. It was a mess. So I would always say, please purchase your Olaplex specifically from Olaplex.com or Sephora. I also know there's another vendor that's approved, but please, yeah, Olaplex needs to be bought directly from their approved vendors, because many times they're selling you watered down formula, and that's why it's not working for you. Me personally, my cut is a Diva cut. I go to the same hairstylist. His name is Joseph. He is at Curls on 5th right here in New York City. I live in Long Island, but I make the commute over there. He is amazing. It is a dry cut. He always makes sure I have lots of volume, as you can see, because like I said, fine hair, your biggest issue is volume while keeping definition. So this is a Diva cut. A Riso cut is a little different. it gives you, it's a different shape. So for me, this is a diva cut because my stylist was one of the original stylists that worked under Lorraine Massey and helped train other people in how to give diva cuts and stuff. All right. What do you recommend for itchy scalp and super oily hair? It's the same thing as I said earlier. I'm going to recommend aloe vera, a scalp brush as well, and daily scalp massages for up to 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes is optimal for hair growth, but please at least 5 minutes. And plus it's very relaxing. It's going to lower your stress, which also increases hair growth. Any tips for us with scalp psoriasis? My dad actually has scalp psoriasis, Renee, and the thing that helped him the most was aloe vera. So I started cutting up my aloe vera leaves for him, and I started by first taking the pieces and rubbing it on his scalp, and then making him sit there for about 20 to 25 minutes. I do it like a kid. My dad's a lot like a kid. So I put Netflix on for him, and I let him watch his show while I put the aloe on his scalp, and I let it sit with a shower cap for about 15 minutes, and then I let him go shampoo it out. My dad also uses a lot of sulfates, so that exasperates his psoriasis, so please don't use any sulfates, but please try to pre-poo with aloe vera before you wash your hair in any way, because that's going to definitely treat the psoriasis. It's going to heal it because aloe vera is great for skin wounds. It's a natural healer, and then it's going to moisturize your scalp as well. So let's see. Ashley, thank you. I'll definitely try the aloe. Yo, aloe seems to be the thing, and it's just because aloe just heals everything. Anna, struggling with my daughter's hair for a really dry and brittle, hard to brush. Okay, her hair specifically, Anna Marie. Oh my God, my middle name's Marie. Holy crap. Hi. All right, so her hair, 4A, she has such a delicate texture. Okay, so don't try to detangle beforehand or anything. I'm gonna tell you, you should invest in some steam for her. It's going to keep her hair soft and supple so that you can properly rake your fingers through it and properly get the product in there. So please try to do some steam. If not, definitely start her wash day with aloe vera, okay? Because the aloe is gonna make the tangles kind of disappear. It's gonna melt them away. You're gonna be able to rake through. The aloe vera is gonna strengthen her hair so that it's not as fragile. It's gonna cut down on split ends and breakage a little bit. As well, it's gonna moisturize her hair, hydrate it, and keep it growing. So it's gonna be a lot more. The only reason it's difficult right now is because it's dry. That's it. But if you use the aloe, if you really let it sink in and penetrate, trust me, her hair is gonna be a lot easier to work with. I promise. Looking for good products. So for her, I'm gonna be honest, the Elaine Beauty line right here, if she has high porosity hair or low porosity hair, I would recommend Elaine Beauty. I genuinely do. You don't need 10,000 products. You simply just need the right product line that works for you, and this product line was formulated by a Black owned business. She did all the research herself. Look, even in this product alone, one of the major things that I love is that it contains cocoa butter. So right here on the label, it tells you cocoa butter is rich in fatty acids and it stimulates the scalp. Why do you need fatty acids? It helps encourage hair growth. That is like superfood to your hair follicles to grow healthier and thicker hair, and it keeps the hair growing. You don't want it to stop growing at a certain length. You want it to keep flourishing. So please definitely look into Elaine Beauty for that. Plus, it's only like a 4 or 5 step line, so it makes everything so much easier. Otherwise, Anasi Naturals is also fantastic. Or if you're looking for just like a 3-step system to make it easier, look into Voracious Curls. They have a no poo, which is lots of moisture. It will detangle her hair and shallowly cleanse, as well as a conditioner that can be used as a deep conditioner, a rinse out conditioner, or a leave-in conditioner. And the last product is a styling cream. Thank you. You're welcome. Where to buy Elaine Beauty? I will link that down below as well, right after I finish this live. So, like I said, unless anyone has any other questions, I just have one more thing to get your feedback on, okay? And then I promise I will let you guys go because I took up so much of your time. So I did talk to you guys about the one-on-one consulting service. If you would feel comfortable, working one-on-one with me in some kind of paid situation, I did just join teachable.com. and it allows for a one-on-one consulting. So between the both of us, we meet in a place, and I have a file for you. So I have your pictures, your hair information, everything you shared with me, every tip I've given you in certain visits and stuff like that. So I basically keep a file for you, part of the consulting service, so that you can start seeing the differences in certain steps and stuff like that. So of course I would tell you, please keep a journal, write down your products that you're using every day, what you're doing to your hair every day, so that I can better understand what your routine looks like. It's a much more individualized way to help you. So please let me know if you would be interested in the next few months in a paid consulting service where you get my full attention. So I don't come on here, I don't do a live, I meet with you one-on-one. I don't answer any other questions or nothing. It's just you're my focus for those 30 minutes, half hour, whatever. And I give you individualized products to look for, ingredients to look into, specific things. I provide you with everything. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. And the other thing is an online masterclass. So it is, obviously with COVID, it is not safe for me. I am immunocompromised, meaning I have to stay isolated all the time because my immune system doesn't work because of my liver issues. So I decided the best way for me to be everywhere is to create an online masterclass. So it's going to be a few modules, and it's basically all my information together, whether it be from my blog, from my podcast, my videos. I'm going to give you small assignments here and there, like please start a journal for your hair. Please start taking pictures and create a folder in your albums in your phone and put all your hair pictures there so that you can keep track of every single day, every product you use, everything. I'm giving you my best tips and stuff like that. But because it's a lot of info and it's very individualized and it is an online course, it must be paid for. So I will have deals, I will have stuff like that. I just want to get a head count now to see who would be interested in either or both, whatever you choose, individualized counseling with me one-on-one, or an online masterclass that you can take at your leisure and stuff like that. Obviously that does not mean I will stop coming on here and giving you free content. That's not what I do. It's like I said, I'm not here to sell you things to get rich and stuff. I want to provide the right support for the right groups. Not everyone is the same, so I shouldn't treat you guys on your journey the same. So like even now I'm starting specific sections of my email list, so those that are beginning, those that are a little more advanced, those that have these specific problems, that way I can tailor my content to you. So this is just me trying to once again tailor my content for you. So definitely just let me know down below in the comments if you would be interested in either or, yes, no, or if you just want to stay with the free sessions on live and stuff like that. But this is for the people who are serious about getting the hair texture that they naturally had before and that they deserve to go back to. So if you're serious about your journey, if you're serious about not wasting your time, not wasting money, I would definitely recommend the one-on-one counseling with me or the online class. So yes, unless there's any other questions, ladies, going once, going twice, and you message me the lines, please. You stated, Anna, I would appreciate it if you messaged me. Like I said, I have a lot of people messaging me constantly, and I said to somebody else, my memory is terrible. So please message me and I will remember to give you the links and stuff that you're looking for. Otherwise, I'm going to get off right now and I'm going to link the podcast and every single other Whoa, Natalie came to save the day. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Natalie. ElaineBeauty.com right there. That's where you get Elaine Beauty products. I thank you very much for that, Natalie. But yeah, I will link everything else below. YouTube channel, my blog, my podcast, everything. So I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this live. I hope I answered your questions fully. And please, please, if you were part of this, just let me know your feedback below before you leave. Just tell me, yes, I would be interested in one-on-one counseling. Yes, I would be interested in the class. No, I wouldn't. So thank you so very much for taking this time with me, okay? Natalie, I was already on it, girl. Yeah, Natalie, you were. So I will see you guys very, very soon, okay? I promise you. All right? Bye.